Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out. So when I go into my math lab, I'm going to go into Instructor Tools and Gradebook. At the top, it's going to say Manage Incompletes, and so you want to click there. And then you can, I actually don't have any now because I've already done this, but you can do Select All Past Due, and what it would do is it would put a check here and here and here. It would put a check there, and then at the bottom, you go Submit. Okay, and so what it's going to do is submit zeros for anybody that hasn't done it. Okay, and so then once you do that, you can go into Grade Sync. Now I'm not sure if you do Grade Sync, if you synced yours in or embedded it in, or if you type it in, but once, but if you do Grade Sync, you'll click here, and then you'll just sync your grades, and then it'll go about its business. Okay, but if you don't do Grade Sync, let me get back in there, sorry. If you don't do Grade Sync, once you did the Manage Incompletes, so once you did the Manage Incompletes and you go to Assignments, and I call mine Homework, then there will be, their scores should be calculated correctly there, okay? So that's how that part would look. So I think the Manage Incompletes is the part that you're missing in right here. I think that's the part that you're missing in the process. Now, do I let mine work late? Prior to this semester, my answer was no, I did not let them work late. But this semester, our theme is grace. Okay, unfortunately, I should be more graceful, but I'm not. I don't like the theme, but nonetheless, they want us to be more cordial and give them grace. So yes, my students can work late. Now, here is how I set that up, though. Let me show you two different things. Okay, when my students go to theirs, you'll see over here that homework P3 or P5, it says past due. So my students can still click on it, and it gives them a 10% deduction for working it late, but they can still work it late. In my online class, my deduction is 20% because I'm trying to make them do more work on time, but you could even do it as much as 30% if you wanted to. But yes, you can make it do a late penalty and still let them work it late. Okay, here's how that looks. So go back to my math lab, go to Instructor Tools, go to Assignment Manager. Now all of yours are probably already created. So let's say that you're about to teach, you're probably ahead of me, so you're teaching maybe 2.3. You already have it created, right? So you're going to go over here to Edit. Hopefully it pops up. Okay, and so then it says, hey, here's this, the homework name. Go to Next. Here's some new, if I wanted to add some problems, which I don't, so go to Next. And then it'll say Availability Options. And it'll say Late Submission. And so in that scoring option, it says Late Submission, and mine says Allow students to work and change score. And so they can work theirs there. And they can work it all the way until December the 4th, which is for me, that's the Friday before my exam. And so everything cuts off then, and then they're going to deduct a late submission penalty of 10%, and that only applies to things scored after the due date. And so once I do that, I can hit Save, and it'll save that part. I think I didn't assign it, so let me assign it real fast. And so that's going to save it. So can mine work late? They can. Not by my choice, but unfortunately they can. So yours can work late if you want them to. And if you want them to work it late, you can change that setting on all your assignments, and they'll be able to work it late. I think there's also one more thing that you can do. I think you can do it here too. See where it says Change Dates and Assign? You can also, where you don't have to do it all at once, you can click right here and say allow late submission and final submission as whatever date right here. And you can do it there as well. It's just not going to give them a penalty. So if you just wanted that kid to make up some stuff, then you could click right there and just apply it to whichever ones you wanted it to do. So you can also do that. I know I'm kind of rambling, but look through this, see if it makes sense, see if you have any questions, message me. I'll be glad to help.